The first thing I heard was laughter. Not mine, not hers. Laughter from the other side of the door. A man's laughter, deep and careless, slicing through the night like a knife. My heart lurched as I stood outside Emily's apartment, clutching the small box in my hand. Inside was the ring I'd spent months saving for, the symbol of the life I thought we were building. My knuckles whitened, my breath came shallow, and I couldn't move. I told myself it was nothing. A friend. A neighbor. Some innocent situation I was about to overreact to. But then her voice floated out, higher, sweeter than I had heard in weeks. She hadn't laughed with me like that in months. The box burned in my palm. My chest squeezed so tightly I thought my ribs might crack. I forced myself to knock. The laughter stopped. Quick footsteps. The door opened. Emily stood there in a dress I'd never seen before, her hair curled, makeup heavy. Behind her, I caught sight of a man slipping quietly into the hallway, not even looking at me as he passed. He reeked of cologne and arrogance. "Daniel," she said, startled. "You weren't supposed to." Who was he? My voice was ice. Her lips parted, then closed. Her eyes darted to the side. Just a friend. The word hit me harder than if she'd slapped me. Just a friend. Then why the dress? The laughter? The silence the moment I knocked? The box in my hand felt suddenly ridiculous. I stuffed it back into my pocket, my heart splintering. "I came here to ask you to marry me," I whispered, the words tasting bitter as they left my mouth. Her face drained of color. She reached for me, but I stepped back. "You picked a party over me," I said, each syllable sharp. "So I'll save you the trouble, I'm done." I walked away before I saw her cry. Because if I did, I might have stayed. 5 years passed. 5 years of silence, of avoiding her name, her street, her memory. I left the city, built a new life, though sometimes, late at night, I'd dream of her laughter and wake in a sweat, as if betrayal was a wound that never healed, only scarred. Then one autumn afternoon, at a business conference, I saw her. The ballroom buzzed with voices and clinking glasses. Suits and dresses, polished shoes on marble floors. And there she was, standing near the stage, speaking to a group of people like she belonged to another world. Time slowed. Her hair was shorter, sharper. Her smile was tighter, like it had been stitched back together. When her eyes met mine across the room, they widened with recognition. A flicker, shock, guilt, something else. I turned away, my pulse hammering. But fate wasn't finished. "Daniel." Her voice came from behind me minutes later. I inhaled before facing her. "Emily." She looked older. Not in years, but in weight, like she carried things too heavy to be seen. For a moment, neither of us spoke. Then she said, "I didn't think I'd ever see you again." I hoped I wouldn't. The words were cruel, but they spilled before I could stop them. Her lips trembled. I deserved that. A silence stretched between us. Around us, laughter and music filled the air, but in that bubble, it was just the ghost of what we'd been. "Why?" I asked finally, my voice low, sharp with the question that had haunted me for years. "Why him? Why that night?" Her eyes glistened. "Because I was stupid. Because I thought the world was passing me by. And I wanted excitement. I wanted to feel alive. And I ruined everything." She paused, then added softly, "I never stopped regretting it." Her honesty disarmed me, but anger still twisted in my chest. "You didn't just ruin us, Emily. You ruined me." Her shoulders sagged. She looked down at her hands, fingers knotted together. "I know. I wanted to walk away. I should have walked away. But instead, I asked, so, what happened to him? The guy?" Her expression darkened. "He left. 2 months later. He was never mine. Not really." The weight of her words hit me. She had traded forever for nothing. "Do you hate me?" she asked suddenly, her voice fragile. I opened my mouth. Closed it. My heart warred with itself. I hated what she had done. But hate her? After all these years, after all the nights I'd cursed her name, no. Not hate. "I don't know," I admitted. Her eyes searched mine, desperate, like she was looking for a way back into a place she'd once destroyed. "Daniel, I wish I could undo it. I wish I could show you that I'm not that person anymore. I should have said no. I should have told her the past was buried. But a part of me, the broken part, still remembered what it felt like to love her. That memory whispered louder than reason. Why now? I asked, my voice taut. Why say this now, after all this time? She took a shaky breath. Because I'm sick. The words froze me. Her eyes welled as she continued. Stage 2 breast cancer. Treatment's been rough. I don't know what's coming next. And when I saw you tonight, it felt like fate was giving me one chance to make things right, even if you never forgive me. The air left my lungs. The anger, the walls I'd built, they all cracked under the weight of her confession. I stared at her, trying to reconcile the woman who betrayed me with the one trembling before me now. You think I should pity you? I said harshly, though my chest ached. No, she whispered. I just needed you to know I'm sorry. Truly sorry. Her words hung in the air like smoke. For the first time in years, I saw her not as the villain of my story but as a human being, flawed, broken, scared. My heart twisted with conflict. Emily, my voice faltered. I didn't know what I was about to say, whether forgiveness or farewell. But she stepped closer, her eyes locked on mine. I don't expect a second chance, she said. But maybe, just one last conversation before everything ends. The music swelled in the background, a hauntingly beautiful violin echoing through the hall. I felt suspended between past and present, love and betrayal, fury and compassion. And in that moment, I realized the cruelest betrayal wasn't what she'd done 5 years ago. It was the part of me that still wanted to hold her, despite everything. I didn't know if I would forgive her. I didn't know if I could. But as we stood there, two broken people colliding after years apart, I knew one thing for certain. This wasn't the end of the story. It was the beginning of a reckoning.